Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Drew. This is Just a Guy Linux on YouTube, and this is another installation video. It's a little bit different in that I have not done this before. It's kind of a little bit of a departure for me because most of the times when I do a installation, it's one that I have really kind of used before. Budgie was the one that was a little bit of an outlier, simply because I'm not like a Budgie user, air quotes, Budgie user. It is on my laptop and I'm enjoying it for what it is. But as of right now, I am a BSPWM, and then sometimes I use Qtile, but for the most part, I'm still on BSPWM. So today I wanted to do something that was out of my comfort zone a little bit, and that is to install Sway. People have asked me about Hyperland. I don't know that it's even possible on Debian. I really don't. It probably is. I just am unable to do that. I spent a couple hours trying and it's just not happening. So what you're looking at is my Debian base install. It's Bullseye, nothing else on it. And I'm going to, obviously, I think the best thing to do would be to update all the packages to Debian testing. So what I'd like to do first is install some stuff. And that is, I'm going to install Git and Micro and ZRAM tools and EXA and NeoFetch, and that is all. Okay. If I had done, which I thought I was going to do, is if I had done the ButterFS like I normally do, I would install Timeshift, and I might end up having to do that off camera. But I'm already here. I'm already ready to go. So let's just go. So it shouldn't take very long to get through this. But the update to go to Debian testing is going to take some time, and that's when we're going to have to stop. Okay, so I'm going to, actually, let me go ahead and, let's see, default ZRAM swap, and I'm going to stick with this LZ4 and 25%. Control S, Control Q. And what else? I think that's it. So sudo micro etc apt sources list. Okay. And now I've only got one entry here, so all we really need to do is take out Bullseye and put in Bookworm. And Control S and Control Q. And so sudo apt update. Okay, so that's quite a few packages. So what I want to do, I think, is go ahead and install, since it's on the testing repo, I'm going to go with Nala. I don't know that I'll use Nala across the board, but sudo apt Nala. Oh, install. Got to install. Install Nala. And let's clear the screen and say sudo Nala update. Oh, I have to upgrade. So sudo Nala upgrade. There we go. All right, cool. Let's hit yes. Now this is going to take a bit of time. So what I'll do is let this finish, let it run through everything that Nala does, and then I will catch you on the back side. So after I've reboot into Debian testing. All right. Okay, I've rebooted and logged in. And what I'd like to do is use a couple things from my GitHub. And so I'm going to, I'm going to git clone https GitHub Drew Griff and then scripts. Now I'm not going to use them very much. I will maybe use one or two, but I do want my bash RC file, so I'm going to go into my CD, into my scripts, and I want to move my .bash RC to that home Drew directory. And now if I say bash, okay, we've got my stuff. So now if I go ls, for example, I can get my exa going. All right, that's all I wanted. Okay, and by the way, there is a sway sh file in there. It's not ready for prime time by any stretch, so don't use that until otherwise instructed. Okay, so let us clear the screen. Now, I'm going to go ahead back up one. So I am using Debian testing. I should have probably said that, right? Yeah, Bookworm. There we go. Bookworm kernel 6.1, blah, blah, blah. And we are not using anything special on this particular machine. So no NVIDIA, nothing. It's just a basic Intel little mini PC. Now, the very first thing I think we should do is install sway. Okay. Now, there's going to be some packages with that. So we need a bar. So we're going to use waybar and sway lock. Now, I'm going, again, I am not the expert on this, but I am kind of trying out what I've seen other people do, not on Debian, but on like Arch or something like that. So I'm trying to use the equivalent thereabouts. Okay, so sway, waybar, sway lock, sway idle, and sway BG. Okay, and let's go with that. And I probably could have just, since I have my aliases, I could have just had install. So let me try to remind myself to do that. But in the future, if you see me hit install, it's sudo apt install. I could say nala blah blah blah, but you know, I don't think so. I'm just going to keep going with apt. So anyway, I'm going to say install sway idle. I don't know if you need this or not. Honestly, it is a KDE idle protocol. Oh, already there. So let me just say auto. I think is it remove? Yeah, I think it's just remove. Okay, so I guess I don't need that. Okay, it came. Oh, I already did it. I did it in the first go round. All right, sorry about that. Anyway, let's install let me go ahead and clear. Let's install LX appearance, just so we can change themes. We're going to need install policy kit gnome kit. Sorry, policy kit is one word -1 and then gnome. I forget sometimes on Debian there's a little bit of a different in terms of syntax, so it wouldn't be like that for Arch. But so I'm going to go do that, and then network manager, and then network manager gnome. Okay. So I would like to install, I've seen other people install their own file manager, but I'm going to use Thunar because, you know, I like Thunar. That's just the way it is. Okay, let's clear the screen and say sudo apt. Actually, let's do that. Let's say install Thunar. And then let's say Thunar archive plugin. And let's say Thunar volman. And file roller. I'm trying to trying to skip some steps here, and that should be good. Wow, quite a lot actually. Like I said, I couldn't do this in Nala, but I had a couple weird things happen while I was doing my update in Nala, so I'm just going to leave, you know, the tried and true in, and let's just rock with apt. So I might want to start pausing because I know that some people don't dig like waiting. I've had a couple of people ask me, hey man, can you just like cut that crap out? And I would if I really thought it was necessary. And I put the timestamps in. So anyway. I don't think it's that, I mean, that's just me, but I don't think it's that long, honestly. Okay, cool. Clear the screen, and let's go ahead and just install XFCE 4 terminal, just so we have an extra one. You know that that foot terminal is going to get installed automatic. And then I'm going to install some other things that I normally install. Now I don't know, again, if I need all this stuff, but I'm going to install mtools, DOSFS tools, ACPI, ACPID, the Avahi daemon, and GVFS backends. This is for my network at the house here, and I think I pretty much need all this stuff for me to work correctly. So if you may not, you might not, but I can't find my my NAS server and a bunch of other stuff, so I always install it. So while I'm here, I might as well sudo apt, oh, nope, sudo system ctl enable ACPID, and then let's also enable Avahi daemon. And then let me, did I do that? It just didn't give me a feedback there. All right, that's cool. Let me clear. So now we get into some of the Wayland type of packages. So I'm going to install something called Grim and Slurp. And now what those two things do is screenshots, basically. So I think what it's doing is it's replacing scrot so that you can use a scrot type of, and I use scrot on my Xorg type, you know, my Xorg type builds all the time. So this might be what you would need just in case. So I'm going to install those two things really quick, apparently. And then we're going to install Mako notifier. Oh, I misspelled. Mako notifier is like Dunst. You know, if you're coming from, you know, my world, it's like Dunst. Okay, and let's clear. So let's install Woofy instead of Rofi. I almost typed Rofi, right? Woofy. So basically it's a replacement for Rofi. All right. I'm going to, and you know what? I'm going to install, just in case, sudo, I'm going to install suckless tools, just in case. Oh, it's already installed. Cool. All right. So I'm going to install the Wayland protocols. Okay, now that's just a library that you may need. So Wayland protocols, I'm going to install X Wayland just in case there's a backwards compatibility issue. Okay. And there's something called install libgtk layer shell dev. Okay, and it's for GTK. Again, I don't know if we need this, but it was definitely installed in some other user that I saw on Arch, and so I thought to myself, well, I mean, I don't think it's going to be that big a deal, so I might as well put that in as well. Okay. I'm going to install xdg. Install would be nice. Install xdg desktop portal, and then WLR. And I think it's going to install, look at the packages. Okay, so Pulse Audio Utils, Pipewire. Okay, so this is for sound and for Bluetooth. Okay, cool. We need this. Okay. One user keeps busting me on not getting brightness control in. Okay, got brightness CTL. There you go. WL clipboard. And Dex and JQ. Now, so I'm going to install these. I don't know what all of them do, honestly. I think the clipboard implements like clip utilities like copy and paste. The Dex is for desktop files, so .desktop files. The JQ is a JSON processor for command line, I think. So I guess that's it. I mean, and you know what brightness control does. So let's get that, and that was quick. And let's clear that. Okay. I need to make sure that I have a text editor, and I've been using Genie forever. I don't know if it will work or not work. Probably will. So I'm going to install it, but I was going to install something that I have not used before. And there was LeafPad back in the day, but they have forked it, and now it's called L3AFPAD. So it's basically LeafPad, but it's kind of newer. Okay, so I'm going to install that. And it was quick, too. All right, I need to make sure that I get all my normal directories. So I'm going to install, well, not really install, but I'm going to use DIRS update so that we get, you know, all of our desktop documents, blah, 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 all that stuff. And we're going to install build essential. So I don't know how many minutes I'm in, basically. But I've not really used Sway. So this is gonna, like I said, this is gonna be kind of a new experience for me, and definitely not going on my main machine, but I might as well try to figure it out, just so that I'm not so far behind. I don't think I will be, but you know, from what I have been watching on YouTube, it's like it's imminent. It's imminent. Wayland is coming. So okay, so I have that, and I'm going to use the Lie console manager for this Wayland. I've seen SDDM, I've seen GDM. I'm just going to use Lie because it's simple and light. So, but I do need to install 2 packages as dependencies, which is libpam 0g dev, right? And then it's lib xcb xkb dev. Okay. And let's clear the screen. And now I'm going to, let me put this in my downloads just so. And let's git, I can just say gc. How about that? Git clone recurse submodules, and then https github.com/fairyglade and then ly for lie. And now all I have to do is go into that lie. So we're in the lie directory and make. And now what do? I say sudo make install system. Oh, it's install system D. Okay. Oh, well, that was quick. Okay, so that's time to reboot then. Sudo. Oh, let me actually, while I'm here, sorry, I'm going back to ls. So I'm going to go back into my scripts because what I haven't done is install a couple like fonts. So I want to say install fonts, font awesome, just in case, and let's install. Let's just do that for right now. And then I'm going to use my nerd fonts install. Actually, let me just pare that down a little bit. So I'm going to go and micro into nerd fonts, and the ones that are big I'm going to just take out. So I just want I'm going to go ahead and take out Iosevka, and then I forget which ones are big. That one was definitely big though. So okay, let me just do that. I'm going to take out Iosevka and Control S, Control Q, and now let me install the nerd fonts sh. Is it going to actually, do I have unzip installed? Maybe that's the question. I guess I do. I have file roller installed, so maybe it just took care of it. Okay. Okay. All right. Sweet. So now we can reboot. And hopefully we'll go into Sway, or this has been a wasted type of video, or basically, you know, I spent a lot of time in trying to figure out what the combination of the right packages to install are. I don't know, a lot of time, a little bit of time. Okay, well that should not have happened, right? That should not have happened. So sudo system ctl enable lie. Maybe that's why I should have done that first, right? Sudo, maybe can I just do system ctl restart lie? Oh, there you go. Okay, so Drew and my password, and we're in Sway. Okay, so if I hit super enter, there you go. There, and that's the foot So I'm not sure. We're going to get to this, but basically for me, I'm going to have to go xfce4 terminal just so that you can see maybe better. And I'll put this on a different screen. Preferences, I'm going to disable that, and let's go with appearance, and we're going to the source code regular, and then let's do that. Close. Okay, and so that way I can just put this on a different, so I just hit Super Shift 2, and now I can go to Super 2. And there you go. Okay, so next time we're going to be trying to configure this so that it's actually usable. All right, take care.